and we have returned with another edition, 5th edition of Dark Side and Unique Leaders going up on a Friday. One thing I wanted to mention, someone actually suggested that I should actually bring out the cards first before introducing the stats, kind of like how I did before at the face cam, just so you guys can get a good look at these cards. I didn't realize how small they looked on the mobile screen, so I'm going to be doing that first and then jump into the stats. All right, here we go, first one. All right, so first up is Asajj Ventress, and here you go. I blew it up for you so you can see how she looks. And I know you're thinking she probably looks a little like Angelina Jolie. I did go originally with the Clone Wars concept character, but I kind of thought about it. Netmarble doesn't use that type of model. They go with more of a realistic film setting type. So this is the best image I found, and look at the way she's holding that lightsaber. But yeah, I'll go into the stats next, and then after that, I'll blast the unique and go into the abilities and what I think it should have. Alright, so at first we saw her as a unique for Count Dooku in one of my first concept videos. This is her as a leader with her unique. And let me say, this card, definitely looking at it now, would be much better as a leader than unique. So I'll read a little bit here. An assassin trained in the ways of the dark side by Count Dooku. She is a fierce leader with twin red-bladed lightsabers. Her special ability allows her to telekinetically levitate and force choke her targets. So kind of like how Maul kind of lifts them up in the air, except she would lift them up in the air with the force choke, and then from there, damage. But attack power is 77, DPS 125, health 1210, attack speed 0.58. That could be adjusted. Movement speed 3.8. She's fast in the show. I got to make her fast in the game. And as you can see below, I did add a little of the artwork for the abilities. I love that choke one. Look, he is getting choked out. So yeah, that would be the. I think that's how it will look. Separatist. Now there is a debate that okay, well she didn't have Night Sisters until she was betrayed by Dooku. So I was kind of, I didn't know what to put as a unique. So yeah, that would be up to debate as well. But let me know what you think about that and what her unique should be if it was a separatist card before the Dooku Palpatine betrayal, Sidious betrayal, sorry. All right, so going into the Night Sister unique abilities here, I think that it would be just like the Assassins. And I don't know about you, but I've been having a lot of trouble with those Assassins. They stay cloaked and they go straight to you ever since Netmarble released that update, that patch. That's the kind of ability that this card should have. Have three of them or two, and just go straight for the leader. And it becomes annoying, and you're going to have to be running for health or having to use airstrike. I know I have already for those assassins, but yeah, I think that would be the idea that I would have if this were to be the unique for Asajj Ventress. Alright, so coming to you finally as a concept is the leader of the Mandalorian faction known as Death Watch, pre-vizsla. I did kind of want to bring him out as his own separate faction, like a Death Watch faction, and I could do that in a different video. Let me know if you want to see that. I am working on some new factions as well, but here you go, pre-vizsla, and let's jump into his stats. All right, so here we have the Governor of Concordia pre-vizsla stats. He uses his Westar 35 blaster pistols from a distance. In close combat, he uses a dark saber blade to punish his enemy. His skill, once activated, temporarily shields him from damage and propels him forward through the air to deliver a devastating dark saber strike, dealing damage to anyone in the affected area. So I hate when I'm using Maul, Obi-Wan, Dooku, and his ability gets interrupted by a stun or just an airstrike. I want to get that ability off, and I think it just wastes it because it's a cooldown or whatever. But that's why I gave him, in this concept video, an ability to jump in the air, temporarily shielding him from any damage. So if you're down to 1 HP or whatever, he's going to get it off. And when he gets down, he's going to put in work. I want him to put in Mace Windu type of damage when he delivers that powerful dark saber strike on the ground to the surrounding enemies in the area. But also, to point out, I kind of gave him also the Jyn Erso type of ability where he can move up to the turret and just put in work the dark saber blade when he turns into kind of a melee type of leader. From a distance, blaster pistol is not that strong. But anyways, the stats here: 70 stats for the attack, DPS 120, health 950, attack speed 0.85 seconds, movement speed 3. I kind of mirrored almost Boba Fett's type of stats at level 1 because technically they are using the same type of Mandalorian armor. But yeah, let's get into his unique and what I think the ability she should have. All right, so for Pre-Vizsla's unique, I brought out Bo-Katan, leader of the Night Owls and sister to Duchess Satine. Now, first, she does look like Rashida Jones. I noticed this right away from Parks and Recreation, also one of my favorite movies. I love you, man. Um, but as I mentioned, she was the leader of the Night Owls, so I would love to give her a Death Squad leader type of ability where she spawns and every, I don't know, 45 seconds drops two of the Night Owl members. But give her more HP though. If that was the case, Give her some more HP so she can survive any type of AoE, unless it's that T70 ridiculous strike. But I think the Death Squad leader is just unusable. For that alone, that it can just die from a white bomber and just get instant value right away. So yeah, this is the unique, this is the idea. Let me know what you think. All right, well, that's going to conclude this video. Hopefully, Netmarble does release an update or a patch soon. Well, not a patch, give me some new leaders, but I do hear some rumors of March 18th being a release date for some new leaders or whatever. I saw it on Reddit. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. I'll be releasing a concept video next week, so if you haven't already subscribed, you see Wedge right there, go ahead and click him. But I'll go ahead and see you guys later.